All right, here we go. We're going to talk about a number of issues in the sports world right now. I'm here. Hey, this is me, Mr. J, talking about sports. That's my passion. That's what I know. I know a lot of things, but I'm going to drop some wisdom on you, drop some knowledge on you. And that's why this is called The Truth in Sports, because you're going to hear it here and you're going to hear it here first. Now, there's a couple of things I'm going to talk about today. One, I'm going to start off with Michael Beasley, because I've heard the report in the news and looked at some of the blogs and everything about how Beasley's going through a little bit right now. And what I'll say to anyone out there, pray for the brother. He's 20 years old. He did have the presence of mind to go and seek some help for whatever's going on. Just pray for him. I know I've seen on some of the blogs, some of the heartless people out there talking about that's what happens when these athletes get all this money. But what's interesting is it's always about the money when it's the black athlete. I never heard anyone say anything about the money. When Agassi was doing his thing back in the day, temper tantrums all over the place, and McEnroe on the court, basically cursing out the officials, the line judges and everything. But everybody thought that was entertainment. Nobody said these guys are making too much money. But it seemed like it's always about the money when it's about a black athlete. Now, all that said, hey, hats off to Philly, man. Philly and Michael Vick, welcome back to the league. Do the right thing, bro. My thing is the man has paid his debt to society. He served his time. What he did was wrong. It was wrong. Totally wrong. But this is my thing to some of you Peter nuts out there. Dogs are dogs. Animals are animals. Those dogs were being raised to fight. That's what they were being raised for. It was wrong, but that's what they were being raised for. He did not go in your backyard, take your poodle or your Labrador retriever and put him in a pit. That's not what he did. He took dogs that was raised to fight. When they don't fight, that's what happens. When racehorses don't race, that's what happens. When the dogs down in Florida, when they don't run, the greyhounds, that's what happens. Now, how he did it, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, he paid his debts to society. Philly stepped up, did the right thing, brought the man in, and this is it, folks. This man has an opportunity to write a redemption story in sports, almost like we've never seen. Nobody has fallen so far in such a short time, and he has an opportunity to climb back up just as fast. Hats off to Andy Reid, Philadelphia organization, all you other teams that didn't have the gumption and the gall to step up. I think you'll live to regret it. Now, on to my next topic. I'm going to talk about, we hit Vick, we hit that. Let's look at Cleveland Cavaliers. I know it's football season. Football's in the air. I'm a football guy. I used to play football, passionate about it. My little boys playing Little League, doing a little coaching, helping out there. It's a wonderful thing. But I want to touch on basketball, Cleveland Cavaliers, because a lot of people have been talking about and still talking about, because Shaq's on TV doing his TV challenge, doing his shows and things like that. The WWE stint, that was funny. That was straight entertainment. Shaq and the Big Show. That was funny. Now, but as far as Cleveland goes, all of you, the haters out there that just, have this whole thing against LeBron and, want LeBron to fail. Folks, LeBron is not going to fail. If you don't know that by now, you should. He is not going to fail. The move with Shaq, that's the best. What else would they do? If you get an opportunity to trade Sasha, what's his name? Ben Wallace, all due respect, Ben was super in those years with Detroit. I mean, stand-up guy, played hard, everything. But if you get an opportunity to trade Ben Wallace and Sasha Who for Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest players to ever play, you make that trade every day. I don't care if Shaquille is 36. No, he's not the Shaq that he was. They don't need that Shaq. Cleveland won 66 games last year. Best record in the league. Swept through the first two rounds of the playoffs. They had a bad matchup against Orlando. Yes, it was a bad matchup. But still, they were in the game. They could have easily won that series. Two of those games went to overtime. Three of the games were decided within 2 points. So that series could have gone either way. Even though Orlando played better, Cleveland still had an opportunity to win. They come back with Shaquille O'Neal in the middle, the same supporting cast, and even some other players like Anthony Parker as well as Moon. They not only have a shot, but you've heard it here first. They will win an NBA championship come next season. Write it down. Now, who they'll play? My prediction is they'll play San Antonio. You thought it was the Lakers. I want to see that Kobe-LeBron matchup. I hope it happens before Kobe's out the league or before LeBron's out the league or whatever. I hope it does happen. But this year, San Antonio is reloaded. They are stronger than they have ever been. Richard Jefferson, Antonio McDyess, huge difference makers for that team. If you guys healthy, Ginobili and Parker, and they got Mason shooting threes, these guys are set to take the West. But it'll be a rematch, Cleveland and San Antonio, but it'll be a different story this time. I predict it'll go 7, but Cleveland will win it all. Now, my last take before I'm out of here today. Allen Iverson, one of my favorite NBA players in the league. The guy plays hard every night, gets his work done. One of the top scorers in NBA history, not just for small guys in NBA history. Gets a bad rap about his passing and everything, but he averages almost 6 assists a game for his career. And this is a guy that supposedly only shoots the ball. Folks, wake up. This is a once-in-a-generational type player. And whoever out there, NBA, GMs, or whatever, that's sleeping on this guy and allowing this guy to stay out there, nobody's signing him. I mean, it's ridiculous, really. So listen, if any of you guys are out there, know folks in the Bobcat organization, I'd love to see him go to Cleveland with a contender, get an opportunity to get a ring this year. But you know what? With Allen Iverson on the Bobcats, that team makes the playoffs this year and scares the bejeebies out of somebody. I'm serious. I'm here in North Carolina. I go to Bobcats games. And if Iverson comes there, they have a legitimate scorer, a legitimate closer, which is what they were missing and the reason why they didn't make the playoffs this past year. But listen, I'm out. That's my take today. I did want to touch on another thing. Oh, yeah, with Cleveland winning it all. LeBron is better. He will be better. He's been better every year that he's come back from the summer. This is the thing I'm going to say to LeBron. LeBron, your game is already, at a world-class level. Find Adrian Dantley, wherever he is. I know he was assistant coaching somewhere. I think I saw him on somebody's bench this past season. Get this guy. Pay him to work with you on your low post game. I've seen you do some things down in the post. But get Adrian Dantley. I think he was only about 6'4", 6'5" when he was playing back in the day. I'm a little bit older, so I remember these things when he was with Detroit and some other teams. But he would back anybody down. Get him on his hip, and he was unstoppable in the post. Get this guy to work with you. Work on that post game. Get the little mid-range 10-foot jumpers, 8, 15-footers. As you come up and pull up, knock those down. And there's nothing anybody in the league will be able to do with you. That's it for today. I'm out. Remember, it's the truth in sports, because you shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Be free today. God bless.